Welcome back to another episode of the Worthy Bitch Podcast. My name is Autumn. If you are new here, welcome. I thank you for being here and I appreciate your time and I am excited to share with you today. And if you are here all the time, what's up, boo thing? How you doing? Oh, I see you. Yeah, so just getting right into it. Today, we are talking about what holds us back from doing what's best for us. So, what holds you back from doing what is best for you? Can anybody else relate to this? Does anybody else ever find themselves knowing what they need to do, but just not doing it? And making up all kinds of excuses, right? I can't because fill in the blank. What's your I can't? What's your because? I can't because blank. I can't do what's best for me, what I know I should do because finish that sentence. That's your work. A lot of times I hear, I can't afford it. I can't do the things that I know I should do. I can't do what's best for me or what I really want to do in my life because I can't afford it. It's too expensive. That's a big one. And, a lot of people love that one because it seems as if that makes it out of your hands for some reason. It does not. Okay, I can't because, here's another one that I hear. I can't because I don't know how. Oh, I don't know how to do what's best for me. I don't know how to do what I want to do. Does anybody else ever hear that one? I don't know how. Well, something that I learned this year is that if you don't know how to do something that you're truly interested in doing, it's probably because you haven't tried to figure it out. And you're sitting there waiting for somebody to come bring you the answers and show you exactly step by step. Like, you can find it on YouTube probably. There is literally, you can find anything. If you don't know something in this day and age that you genuinely really want to know, it's just because you are not trying, right? Let's just be honest with ourselves here. If there's something that you want to know, all you have to do is look it up. Somebody in the world knows it, and we have this thing called the internet, which is amazing. It's probably how you're listening to this right now. It's how we find the other people in the world who have what we need. It's beautiful. That's why we're so blessed to be alive in this time, right? Okay, I can't because, what's the third one? I can't because I am just not able to. I've tried. I just can't. No, I don't know. I want to, but I don't know. It just must not be right for me. It's not meant for me because I already tried to do that and it was really hard and I didn't succeed the first time I tried, so I guess it's not what I should be doing. It's not meant to be. How many times have you heard that one? All three of these, I can't afford it, I don't know how, or I just can't, is all fear. It's all fear-based. Whatever we want in life, whatever we truly, truly desire in life, we generally have. You find the way to afford it. You figure out how to do it. And then you just do it. And you don't always do it the first time. Don't always succeed the first time. But what do? We try again. We try and try again until the universe is like, oh, okay, yeah, now I see you really, really want this. So here, you can have it. You learned. You built that muscle. Again, it goes back to learning how to walk. We just do it. But not the first time. It takes a long time. So what is holding you back from doing what's best for you? Just take a moment. I can't because. What is your I can't because? That's where I want you to do the work. Whatever your I can't is, focus on that. If it's I can't afford it, why are you telling yourself that you don't have the money to to invest in yourself in the way that is going to make you truly happy? You're scared that either one, you're going to fail, which is honestly not possible unless you tell yourself that. Or two, do you not think that you're worth investing in yourself? Those are usually the main options here. It's like, do you think that you're unworthy of being invested in? Because I got news for you. Anything you invest in is an investment in yourself. I don't care what it is. If you're spending your money on something, you're investing in you. So how are you investing your money? If you're choosing to go to Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A every single day, you're investing in feeding yourself Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A. You're not investing in the Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A company. You're investing in yourself through their product. So the money is just an exchange of energy. You're just handing them that over so you have skin in the game, so you can say, okay, here, I'm in. Let me offer you the energy that you need to provide me this service or to allow me to have this product or consume this thing, whatever it may be. We figure out how to do that. Somebody's knocking somewhere. If you don't know how to do it, why don't you know how to do it? Have you looked it up? Have you tried to figure it out? Have you asked everybody that you could possibly think of? Have you started a forum online? Have you gone on to Facebook or Instagram or something and started asking questions to people? Hey, who knows anything about this? I'm interested in this. People love to talk about what they're interested in, and everybody is interested in something, and you're not the only one interested in the things that you're interested in, even if you think you are. Even if you are the only person interested in the thing that you love, out of all the people that you personally know, you are not the only person that's interested in that. Go online, figure it out. Or are you just not able to? Have you tried one time and you just gave up? What is so scary? I can't because I can't do what's best for me. I can't do what I really want to do. I can't do what I know I should do. I can't heal myself because blank, fill in the blank. That's your work. I personally have had all three of these at some point in my life at some time or another. I've convinced myself I couldn't afford to invest in myself while I could figure out how to buy whatever it is that I was spending my money on. I was spending my money on something, investing myself in some way, just not in the way that was healing me, just not in the way that was best for me. I don't know how. There were so many times I don't know how. I didn't know how to heal myself. That was my thing. I didn't know how to heal myself. A lot of people don't know how to heal themselves. That's actually why I started this podcast, is to help bring more information to people who need it in a way like, you don't have to pay for this. You don't have to figure it out. Like, I'm presenting this information to you. You just have to click play and listen and implement it into your life. It's easier to figure it out when somebody's telling you, but like, listen, you can figure it out. You have the answers within you. You just have to trust yourself enough to start taking action on those things that you know you should do, right? You do know how. And if you don't know how, it's probably because you don't understand yourself. That was a big one for me. I didn't understand myself. I didn't know even what I needed. Therefore, I could not know how to have it because I wasn't honoring myself. I was running away from myself, and I was trying to find the problem outside of myself. Can anybody relate? Has anybody else ever tried to find the problem, aka, have you ever tried to find what your problem is when you have a problem outside of yourself? Me too. Yeah. My boyfriend told me a quote the other day. He said, if you have a problem, I don't know whose quote this really is, if you have a problem, good, it's your problem. That means there's something you can do about it. If it's somebody else's problem, That's really the problem, because there's nothing you can do about somebody else. You can only fix your problem. You can only change yourself. And you can figure it out, and it isn't hard. But sometimes it is, but that's okay too. Oh, that's another big one. You know, that is a big one. What holds us back from doing what's best for us? It's hard. It's hard to change. It is uncomfortable. That's where comes in getting comfortable in the uncomfortability. Finding comfort and being uncomfortable. How are you labeling your emotions? How are you labeling your feelings? Because that's what makes them what they are, honestly. It's not that you have these feelings necessarily. It's how you describe them to yourself. How you tell them what they are is what makes them what they are. So if you have, let's say, an intense energy rise inside of you, you can label that as anxiety. Oh my God, I'm so anxious. I just can't handle this. I feel like I'm about to freak out. Or B, oh, I'm so excited. I have all of this really excited energy inside of me. And like literally I feel like I could like freak out and like laugh and cry and dance and all of those things at the same time. It's such a beautiful energy. I have all this energy. What can I do with it? How can I implement it? How can I share this with the world? You see how you went from being so anxious you're about to freak out and have a panic attack to actually I'm really excited and I need to share this excitement and this joy with the world? Literally, next time you're feeling anxious or excited or something like that, think about it for a second. Sit with the feeling and realize that anxiousness is really just excitement in disguise. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so Shaman Durek has the best exercise on his book, Spirit Hacking. He teaches you how to, if you haven't checked out Shaman Durek or his book or anything, like definitely look into that. If you are listening to this podcast, then you're probably into spirituality, and Shaman Durek has the best stuff. Anyway, he says in his book, he teaches you how to find your yes and your no, how to sit with yourself and really listen to yourself and understand where your yes is and where your no is. And when I did this exercise, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had it twisted. I had it so backwards. I thought my yes was my no and my no was my yes. Do you know how confusing it is to go through life thinking your yes is your no and your no is your yes? Well, I never bothered to ask myself. I just started assuming things. You can literally ask yourself, and I'm not going to like butcher Shaman Durek's process here, but it's like you literally ask your body to show you what yes feels like and what no feels like. And sit there and wait to feel it and then express what you're feeling. And then you're able to see that in real time, in real life, when you're having experiences. Oh, I'm having this feeling. It's like you're going through life and you are trying to make a decision. And then you start having feelings and you start having sensations inside of your body and energies are moving around. Well, if you're not familiar with those energies and you haven't communicated with them to figure out what they are, then you might misinterpret them and be like, oh no, this isn't what's meant for me. Or, oh yes, I'm feeling energy, so this is what's meant for me. When that could actually be your no. So I will share with you my yes feels like a really excited energy up in like my diaphragm area. Okay, I always thought that was anxiety. For years and years and years, I thought that was anxiety. No. That is my body's way of saying yes. That's my body's way of telling me it's excited. That's my body's way of fueling me up and giving me the energy I need to execute on whatever it is that was going on in my mind that I was thinking about and that's causing me to have those feelings, right? Can anybody relate to that? I'm sure you can. This is why it's so important to know. Okay, my no, just remember, I thought that was my no. I thought that intense feeling up in my diaphragm raising. It was like an uplifting feeling. It was like coming from the pit of my stomach upward. Is like pushing upward, this energy coming up and out of me, so that way I could create, I could execute. Thought that was my no. It's actually my yes. My no is a pit of the stomach feeling, like an emptiness, like a complete, like everything drops just down and out, and it's like almost completely empty. So my yes is very full and very up, and my no is very empty and very down. And I honestly thought that they were opposite, because I thought that if I was feeling something, that was my body's way of telling me to stop. And if I was feeling almost nothing, that was my body's way of being like, okay, we're in the clear. But it's actually the complete opposite. So I highly, highly recommend, for those of you who are like me, who have a very Vata mind, you have a lot of air and space in your mind, you have a lot of creativity, a lot of things are coming and going really, really quickly. You think really quickly, you talk really quickly. Like sometimes I can literally be talking about something and forget what I'm talking about by the time I'm done talking about it. You've probably noticed that. It's very common for a Vata mind to have such a short, like their memory is not very good. Vata's memory is not very good. So it's working on the grounding, and that's what I've been working on for a very long time, and it's helped a lot. I literally used to almost forget a word I was saying before I was done saying a single word. It was that bad. But if you're like me and you have a very Vata mind and you have a lot of creativity, it can be hard to make a decision, because it can be hard to focus on one thing for long enough to really feel it out and to figure out what it means for you, or what it would bring about, right? So my mind flutters around to so many different things so quickly, and so it gets clouded, it gets kind of blurred with all of the options. Whereas if you have a clear like A and B, it's a lot easier to decide than if you're like, oh my god, I have option A through G plus E, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, all of these different options, and I can't decide, and they keep coming as fast as they are. It's really important to learn how to quiet the mind, right? So that way we can make a decision and trust ourselves in that decision. Because if we do not trust ourselves in the decision that we're making, then we won't trust ourselves to know that we're making the right decision to do what's best for us. And we're going to constantly go back to living in that fear mode. I can't because. So that's your homework for today. I can't because. What is your because? I can't do what's best for me. I can't do what I really want to do. I can't live the life of my dreams because. Look at that because. Feel it out. Talk to it. Figure out if it's even actually true. A lot of times it's not. And learn how to dance with it. Because I have news for you. You can do whatever you really want to do. And actually, that's why you're even here in the first place. So technically, by not doing that, you're actually doing what you're trying to avoid doing. You're actually keeping yourself from being everything that you want to be. You're actually living in the place of fear instead of actually taking action. You're literally putting yourself in a box of saying like, oh, I'm so scared of doing these things that I came here to do because I might fail, or I might not be able to figure it out, or somebody might think something of me, instead of being like, oh no, actually this is what I'm here to do, so I'm gonna do it, instead of being scared of doing it. If that makes sense. There's my Vata mind coming in. So, overcoming that fear. I literally put frankincense on my third eye before this. I just worked a full day with my mom. I clean houses right now. That's what I do to actually, supplement my income. I've been cleaning houses with my mom for a couple of years. And so I don't usually record after we get done working. We cleaned 3 houses today because I'm usually really, really tired, but I just really wanted to share. I had a lot of conversation today at work with a lot of people, and I don't usually conversate a lot during the day with these said people, and it was just really interesting because I've been working on changing my energy lately and being more open and receptive. And I don't know if that's being felt, but people that I see pretty regularly who don't usually talk to me were really opening up to me and sharing a lot of their life story. And I know I was being a lot more receptive than I usually am as well, because I usually get in a zone and I just kind of stay in that zone when I'm working. But I realized this pattern was going on today when I was communicating with these people, that a lot of people know what they should be doing, or they know they should be doing something differently, or that they want to make a change, but either they can't afford to, or they're scared to, or they don't know how, whatever it may be. A lot of people are holding themselves in the places that they're in. And so I just wanted to kind of pop on and share about that. I hope it wasn't too bottom mind and that you actually were able to gain from it. So, your homework. What holds you back from doing what's best for you? I can't because. That's your homework. Work on that. Overcome that. Become friends with that. Like I said, it could be it could be you can't afford it, I don't know how, I'm just not able to, I'm scared, all of these things. It could be, oh, I'm gonna fail, oh, so-and-so said I can't, whatever it may be. It could be any of those things. It doesn't matter what your reason is. It could be something totally off the wall. It literally doesn't matter. It's all boiled down to I can't because, and that's what's holding you back. It's usually fear. It literally, no matter what it is, it usually boils down to fear of something. Figure out what you're afraid of and why you're not going after your life and living life on purpose. We're living life on purpose. Start living life on purpose. All right, so wrapping up. I just wanted to share that little bit. I'm a little bit loopy and silly today, guys, so I hope you are patient with me. Today is we are halfway through October right now. This episode will come out tomorrow. Okay, so it's going to be October 15th when this episode comes out. I have some offers for you guys. I have 2 free offers coming up that are virtual offers. I have one, my Dosha education class that is with my partners, coming up on the 20th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be going all over Doterra, all about essential oils, what they are, how they help, how to use them, how they're going to benefit you, how to implement them into your life, and how to acquire them. So that is on October 20th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. So if you're interested in that, I can put the link down below in the show notes so you can sign up. 2, on October 22nd, I have a free workshop called Doshas and Doterra. So if you missed the first Doterra workshop, we're going to cover a little bit about Doterra and how... So we're going to talk more about how the essential oils play with the doshas, but we are definitely going to talk about Doterra and how they benefit, and I'll teach you a little bit about how to use essential oils if you're not familiar with them. That one is also going to be via Zoom. That one is October 22nd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom, Doshas and Doterra. 3rd offer for you guys. Woo! This one's in person. I don't know if this is too much to share with you all at once, but here goes it. 3rd offer is in-person offer at my bestie's studio, the Blue Lotus Yoga Studio. If you are interested in that, I will tell you where it is if you're interested in coming personally to it. But that one is all about Ayurveda with Autumn. So I'm going to dive deep into all of the doshas, all about Ayurveda, just like answering all of your questions in real time. People have a lot of questions about Ayurveda. I know it took me a really long time to even be able to remember what dosha was what with which element and what did what. Like a really long time to remember that. So we're really going to make everything very easy to understand, very tangible, and able to apply to your life immediately, okay? So 3 offers, October 20th, October 22nd, and October 24th. The Ayurveda with Autumn, October 24th at 3 p.m. So if you're interested in any of those, I'll put the links below, except for the in-person one. If you're interested in that one, email me, DM me on something directly, and I will let you know how to access that one. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. You look fabulous today, by the way, in case nobody else has told you how fucking phenomenal and gorgeous you are, queen. I just want to let you know. Okay, so love you. Bye-bye.